I finally got a day off today and decided that I'd like to do a short video blog on traditional shaving. This is something that I've been doing for well over a year or two now, I guess. And it's something I had to discover on my own. I mean, when I first started shaving when I was about, I guess 13 or 14, my dad just went out, picked me up an electric razor like he uses, and said, hop to it, you know. And I used that for a couple of years. I didn't really consider any other alternatives, and I really hated it. I mean, my beard growth under my neck tends to go sideways, and it's really difficult. I found it really difficult to get at it with an electric razor. I ended up usually using the sideburn trimmer and trying to do it like that. It was the only way I could actually cut the hair off, and of course it just destroys your neck, but at least you're clean shaven. So after that, I kind of moved on to using disposable razors, kind of like this one here, just Gillette disposable two-bladed razor. Picked up a can of Goop and used that for a while as well. Um, it was better because I had an easier time shaving my neck, and it worked out definitely better than the electric razor. But eventually I started kind of doing a little bit more research and finding out about double-edged safety razors and straight razors. I haven't really gotten into straight razors yet. I've been sticking with the safety razors, and I've got a small collection of those. I started off with Edwin Jagger, just simple classic one, and classic razor and a Best Badger brush, and that worked fantastic. I knew right away that I loved it and that this was the mode of shaving for me. I've since graduated on to the Mule. It's a German make, much more high end. I've got the Sophus series in Blackwood. This is my razor here. That, and then this is the brush here. Insofar as the razors, if you're just shopping around for your first razor, you need to kind of be careful about which one you're picking up. If you're going to get a classic one or one of the tooth comb ones, I definitely recommend just getting a classic one to start out with. I've got a tooth comb one here, also Mule. Looks like that, and you can see the different head on it. It's got the tooth comb there. And the reason that I recommend starting out with a classic one is because the tooth comb ones they're Rottweilers of razor. I mean, you could have a full beard growth and swipe it off with one stroke of that thing. It's really, really mean and really, really easy to cut yourself. It definitely requires a lot of practice to get it right. So definitely start out with a classic one. That's my recommendation anyway. Prices vary. I mean, for a good one, if you're just starting out, the brand that I started out with, as I said, was Edwin Jagger, and I really recommend them. The razors are like 40-50 bucks. You can go on fendrihan.ca. They're based out of Oakville, I think. That's what I remember reading. I'm pretty sure they're based out of Oakville. Great website, really good communication with them. The orders are filled really quickly. I've never had a problem with them, and I recommend them absolutely. As I said, I got most of my stuff from them. And you can pick up, so far as brushes, there's different grades. I mean, there's synthetic, there's boar, and then I think it goes Pure Badger, Best Badger, Super Badger, and Silver Tip. And of course the prices go accordingly as you move your way up. The discerning factor to me between them seems to be the quality, the materials used, whether or not they're hand assembled, how well they hold lather, etc., etc. Silver Tip, of course, being the best, or supposedly the best. I mean, since I picked mine up and I paid my hefty fee for it, in retrospect, I probably would not pay the extra. I mean, it holds the lather. It's really nice aesthetically. It's obviously very well put together, but it's for the price, it doesn't really seem like it's entirely worth it. It holds the lather incredibly well, almost too well, I would say. That's probably my biggest problem with it. I mean, washing it out after a shave takes a good couple of minutes just to get all the soap out of there. So I'm sure, Best Badger or Super Badger is good enough for you if you're just starting out. The Pure Badger is generally pretty shitty. I've had a couple of Pure Badger brushes and they're just, the shits. Otherwise, you're going to need soaps and shaving creams. The one that I use exclusively is the Prorezo. It's an Italian brand. It's been around for probably about just about 100 years. I really like their stuff. It's easily available. You go into Shoppers Drug Mart and you can find their soaps there. I have this one here. It's the Prorezo Aloe and Green Tea. It goes for like $10. And I've had it for at least a year now. I mean, that's the thing, is you get a couple of different soaps, a couple of different creams, and keep them in rotation. You can keep them for well over a year, as opposed to picking up a can of Barbasol or whatever, and you have to pick up a new one every month or so, depending on how often you shave. Insofar as shaving creams, my favorite again is the Prorezo. I'll just open it up here. This is the sandalwood one. Smells fantastic. I love the smell of sandalwood, so I go with that. That one's not so readily available. Again, I order that from Fendrian.com. It's like 10 or 15 bucks or whatever. And it'll last you, again, at least 6 months to a year if you keep it in a good rotation. What should I talk about? Probably should mention about picking out blades. The best thing to do is to go online and try to find blade sample packs, because it seems to me that everyone likes a different blade. It's just a question of your beard and your skin type, and finding the one that's right for you. I tried about 5 or 6 different ones from all over the world, and the one that I like the best are the Derbies. I've seen these. You can get them online, or you can pick them up at Harry Rosen. I know they carry Harry Rosen carries both Muehle and Derby blades. I like these the best. You can pick up a pack of it's like 100 for I think it's about 16, 17 bucks online. And each blade is good for about 4 or 5 shaves, I would say. So I mean, you're getting a good 400 or 500 shaves out of 16 bucks. So I mean, that's the other point with traditional shaving, is it's a much more economical option, because and environmentally friendly, because you're not throwing your razors out. And I mean, I know I've been to Loblaws and Costco and whatever, and I know how much those mock vibrating 5-bladed whatevers are, and it's ridiculous to me how much people charge. Like, if you can't shave with 1 or 2 blades, do you really think 5 is going to make a difference? Why don't you just get one really good blade, put it on a safety razor? It's surgical grade steel. It's exactly what you need. You put too many blades on, it seems to me that your skin will get really irritated, or maybe I don't know. It's not for me. I don't care to spend money on that kind of stuff. It's complete waste as far as I'm concerned. I'd much rather pick up a good soap, a good shaving cream, and go with that. Also, I should add that if you're getting a shaving cream, you'll need to pick up a shaving bowl. This is mine here, just a simple black one. Ordered it online. When you lather up, you just squeeze a little bit out of the tube, put a little bit of water in. Just start with a little bit of water and kind of work your way up. Make sure you get all the bubbles out of there. And what you're looking for on the end of your brush, and when you know you've lathered up really well, is little peaks of soap that'll come up. That's when you know you're ready to rock and roll. Otherwise, because as I said, you're using surgical grade steel, you need to be really careful, because nicks are definitely the issue here. So I recommend picking up, I guess, a styptic pencil. Loblaws, easy, $2, $3, or an alum block you can get online. It just cuts off the circulation and closes the cut, and so it's not such an issue. And that's pretty much it. I think it's definitely the way that I go, and I recommend it to anyone who's interested in trying out. It's an economical way to go, and it's kicking it old school, which I'm always a fan of, and that's about it. I mean, I still, as a final point, I'll say that I still do use these, just not for my face.